Kel-Tec KSG. You guys have asked about this shotgun for a burn down for a long time, and trust me, I read the comments. I pay attention. Yes, I'm going to do the Stoeger M3000 someday, but today, Kel-Tec KSG. Kel-Tec KSG, famous for being a twin tube 12 gauge shotgun. This is a pump shotgun. As you can see, it's got 2 magazine tubes, meaning I think this shotgun will hold 15 rounds of 2 3/4 inch shells, and it will shoot 3-inch shells, which we're going to try out today against my better judgment, especially with the chamber being right by my face, because this is a bullpup, meaning that the chamber itself is actually behind the grip. And that's what makes this shotgun so attractive to a lot of people. There's a lot of mounting options. You can see here Picatinny rail above and below. It's this compact, it's like a sawed-off shotgun, right, in length, but it's got full-size, at least 18-inch barrels in order for it to be legally compliant as a shotgun. Very compact, very accessorizable, high capacity, and reliable. That's what we're going to find out, because today we're doing the 500-round burn down. If this is your first time watching a James Reeves 500-round burn down, what we do is we take 500 rounds of assorted 12 gauge. Let's see what we have today. Ooh, today's gonna be bad. Slugs. Oh shit. The blue steel 3-inch Magnums. Oh no. Red Star Ordnance. This stuff is effing brutal. It's Serbian. I always say it's like a good rakia. Very strong, and it'll kick your ass if you're not paying attention. Brutal. And frankly, I'm not sure the Kel-Tec can stand up to it. Look, I love Kel-Tec. George Kellgren's designs are genius. He's playing 5D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. The guy's really smart, really clever. This design's brilliant. But you and I both know, if we're being honest, Kel-Tec isn't known for making the most durable, high quality manufacturing. So I'm not sure if the KSG is going to stand up, but I think a lot of you aren't sure either, and that's why you asked me to do this. So I'm just talking a lot to fill up some time, because I don't want to do this now that I've looked at the menu for today. This is going to suck, but fortunately my hetero life mate Ryan is going to be here to assist. We're going to shoot 500 rounds as fast as humanly possible through this shotgun. Let's get after it. Going to start off with sterling buckshot. This stuff is not silly. I don't even know how to load this shotgun, if I'm being totally... You're watching me load a KSG for the first time in my life. Yep, I don't know. Okay. I think I got it figured out. Look, it says 12 caliber. Where is this made? These people are idiots. Ugh. So I got 6 in the tube, and this 7th one wants to go in. But when you're dealing with European shotgun shells, we've talked about this before, they're crimped a little bit differently, so they can be slightly, ever so slightly taller than American star crimped shotgun shells. So you might be able to fit 7 in here, I think, of like American shells, but if we're using all European stuff today, which it looks like most of this is, it is going to probably limit us to 6 rounds in each tube. Not bad payload though. This is gonna suck. All right, and then I guess I hit this little lever to switch. Woo! This shotgun does not recoil as bad as I thought it would. All right, so this is the tricky part. What you have to do, you got to slide this little selector over, and you can see there's 2 loading ports in there. That one, that's empty, so you can see the follower. And this one. And then when it's full, switch sides. I gotta say, it's not as bad as I expected. It runs a little bit smoother than I anticipated. It loads a little bit smoother than I anticipated, notwithstanding the fact that you've got this awkward 2-tube loading situation. And if you really grip on this thing, it's not that bad to shoot. So far, so good. We're only a couple of boxes in, but let's keep pushing on. So look at that, kind of neat. See that, Ryan? Look, there's like a shot tube indicator. Smart guy, that George. All right, ready? Whew. I am glad to pass the mic to Ryan after that. Like slugs and buck and stupid Magnum. Ryan, your turn.
I was asking James why he had this at the end of the muzzle, and he said maybe I'm just dumb. So I brought it back, but I realized that this cross section of Picatinny has been milled out. This only has a middle keeper, so technically this has the ability to just slide. So
so I didn't do it wrong. It did it to itself.
It did it to itself.
Smells like someone barbecuing. Trucking right along. Got to be a couple hundred rounds in at this point. All right, let's see. Yep. So this is our first malfunction. I bet this is an easy to clear malfunction, but a malfunction nonetheless. And we're about halfway through, about 250 rounds in. That was a relatively minor malfunction. We cleared it by just switching tubes, and then when we switched back, everything was fine. All right, switching back to the tube that just failed to feed, back in business. So I don't know what caused it, but very easy to diagnose and clear. Shooting those Magnums, I still got a few in here. You can see I am trying with all my might to push with my support hand to give myself a little reprieve here in the shoulder. But those mags kick so hard, it's just, this does not give you enough traction here. The foregrip doesn't. The good news is you got Picatinny rail, so you can put whatever you want under there. Maybe a vertical foregrip, like beer can it. I don't know, but as is, I'm having a hard time holding on. Taking my medicine here, taking these 3-inchers, just a tube at a time. That came out the wrong way. I'm taking these 3-inchers. Over halfway done, I've got 2 tubes full of 3-inchers, and then we're gonna roll to 2 sleeves of slugs. Oh. All right, there we go again. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, see? There we go, it just went. And it just took a dump. Did you guys see that? But it's not loading again.
Switch tubes?
Yeah, switch tubes, not loading. Switch tubes, not loading. Bit of a pickle. I'm gonna jam my finger in these tubes, shock these tubes, see what happens. So this is really interesting. I wonder what's going on. It's just not ejecting shell. Let's see. Oh, oh. Yeah, I just manually hit the shell release detent inside the tube to load one manually. Let's see if it knocks it back into shape. I get it, buddy. I don't want to shoot these either.
You might be out on that tube.
Oh, there we go again. Yep. That's not what you want. That is not what you want. Do you see that? Just went right into the old fanny pack. So it is doing not what we want it to do. We want it to load the round into the gun. And instead, I hope I haven't done something wrong here. Because, wait, that sounded like it just chambered. All right, we're gonna load up 2 more tubes. It looked like what might have been happening is maybe the rounds were getting into the chamber before the lifter was dropping to intercept that round, and they were spilling out into the ground instead, and it fixed itself, which I guess is good. Dude, those things f***ing suck.
Uh-oh.
Not switching?
The detent looks a little funky. See it?
Oh yeah, that shouldn't be like that. So you can see right there, Ryan, show us that little detent that popped out. So it's preventing Ryan from sliding the tube selector over. In the process of trying to put the detent for the mag tube selector switch back in place, the detent itself just popped out, and then you can maybe see there's a little spring
I've
in
got
there
it
where it used to
hidden
be.
right now. So
Ryan's trying to fix it.
I don't think I can get it.
Dude, I think we're calling it. I think this is an F. Unfortunately, one of the most brilliant and innovative shotguns of all time fails the burn down test after 307 rounds. Barely made it over the halfway point. It's still functioning.
And it's in.
You got it back in?
Yeah. Let's just see what happens.
Right now, like it will shoot right now, but we could not in good conscience say that this was a pass after it had a catastrophic failure. That is the detent for the magazine tube switch coming out. It rendered the gun non-functional. Not to mention, we had a couple feeding issues along the way, and then we also had our optic sliding all over the place, but that's more or less an issue with the Picatinny rail. Again, it would have been nicer also to have better traction on the foregrip. All in all, Ryan and I were actually pretty pumped. The first couple 100 rounds, we were like, man, it's making a run for it. The Kel-Tec KSG is going to be yet another American shotgun that's going to pass the 500 round burn down. But unfortunately, the Kel-Tec KSG stands in a class of its own right now as the first American shotgun to not pass the 500 round burn down. Still a brilliant shotgun concept. Still a brilliant idea. There's no reason why this could not work. Unfortunately, this one just didn't. Guys, thanks for watching. Take care.